Next, I'm going to show you how to add some text and color and then crop your graphics. So in Photoshop, I've got my dimensions set up. Next thing, I'll just grab the text tool down here and then just single click. You can also play with your font and your color up here. So I'm just going to leave it as is right now. And if you know the name of your website, type that in. Once you type it in, you can grab this move tool and then just kind of move it around to where you want it to go. So I'm going to grab another text layer and just mouse click. I want these to be my buttons. So if I go ahead and make that maybe a little bit smaller, I know I want a home button. Give it a couple spaces. Maybe I'll do a gallery page and an about us page and maybe a store. So, and I can give those spaces. Whoops. And you can do it other different ways than this. This is just one quick and simple way. Then I'll just grab the move tool and just kind of position that where I want it to go. If the image, if the text is still too big, click back on the text tool, and then I can go ahead and click and make that a little bit smaller, which I think I do want to have them nice and not too big on there. If I want to change color, click on your layers, and then you can click on the text tool again, and I can play with my colors a little bit. So maybe I want that to be black on there instead, to go in there, and that'll just basically get me started with that. If I want to play a little bit with color now, probably the easiest thing to do is grabbing the paint bucket. So you got this paint bucket, and then you can choose a color by clicking on the color. So maybe I'll just choose kind of a grayish color, and then click on a new layer. So I'm just going to choose my background layer since I have really nothing on there, and that'll get me a background color at least in there. And before I finish, I want to add one more thing. I want to maybe add a bar underneath. So to do that, maybe I'll just grab the shapes tool, choose a color, and then click OK. And then I can just kind of click, hold, and drag to kind of create a simple little bar for my website. So I'll just kind of put that in there, and then if you need to, you can move it. If it accidentally went in front of your graphics, you can move this layer to where you want it to go. And then I think the last thing I'm going to do is just, I don't need this extra space down here, so I'll go ahead and just crop it out with the crop tool. And if you can't see, it might be hiding behind this slice tool. So then I'll just go ahead and just kind of click, hold, and drag to select the area that I want. Press return. That'll give me my setup for my header.